Hello everybody and welcome back to Journal. I forget how to do Journal. Okay, I'm not gonna remember any of the voices. Morning. Oh, you're up! Good. I need you to come with me to the church today. Have you spoken to Dad? Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday. He seems to be doing okay. Do you think maybe you guys would... Please don't start this again. I just can't take it right now. I've been standing here for 4 days. Why are you going to the church? Look, I know this isn't the best time for it. The best time for what? What's going on? Don't panic. It's not what you think it is. Not what? You're scaring me. What the fuck? Did that happen with stuff last episode? No, it's not that. It's about Grandma. Today's the anniversary of, well, you know, I can't believe the timing. Oh, I'd totally forgotten. I didn't even think. I know you don't like going to visit her, but it's important to me. Do I have to? I know it's hard right now, but it would really mean a lot to me if you could come along too. Say a few words. I don't want to go. Okay, I'll do it, if it means so much to you. You should drop by and see your father on the way. He might want to come
wanted
too.
Me to visit Grandma's grave and say a few words about how I felt.
So you really want me to say something at Grandma's grave? You don't have to, but it would mean a lot to me if you did. I think I need more time. I can't put it into words right now. If you're struggling, if you don't want to talk to me, you can always go to your father, or you can talk to the priest here. He's a good listener. It might help you to talk to someone. What about school? I've spoken to your teachers. We thought it would be good for you to go back, but... Listen, just forget it for now. I've already dealt with it. You can go back once you're ready, when they've calmed down. I'm gonna go. 'Cause you're kind of a freaky bitch. Also, you're taking me to my grandmother's grave, which I don't want to go to. But you're also just kind of saying, oh hey, I'll meet you there. Oh gosh, this guy. Hi, John. Hey there! What can I do for you? Mom says I don't have to go to school for a while. Alright for some, isn't it? I wouldn't mind a bit of time off myself. Don't you ever go on holiday? Yeah, I've gone away a couple times. I try not to, though. Somebody has to keep this place looking nice. Well, I'm glad I don't have to go to school. I'll bet. School can be rough, huh? But you know it's important. It doesn't really seem important most of the time. Trust me, I'm not so old I can't remember what it was like, but when you're older, you'll be thankful for what you learned at school. Yeah, I'm thankful right now for what I learned at school. Multiplying, adding... I'm inventory. That's a lot of what I do. If they taught me how to send good business emails... And, you know what? I'm gonna preach here for a second. Okay? I'm gonna preach here just for a second. In school, they actually did teach me how to send a decent business email. But, they're like, you have to word it this way and that way. When in reality, 90% of the emails you're going to get is, do this. Get back to me on it. And they don't want 3 or 4 paragraphs of exactly what you did. They want, this is the result. I did it. And that's it. That's all they want. They don't want all of that extra stuff. So, really, most of my schooling was just extra stuff. I realized this. I also realized that I have not been to college yet. And I don't have a job that needs a college degree that I'm specialized in. So, you know, maybe college people out there actually use what they did in school. But I honestly think that... I'm choking on a dry throat. Oh, where was I? I honestly think that real-world experience in an area is worth 30 times more than an actual degree. There are exceptions, like I don't want some 18, 19-year-old as my doctor when they're not certified, but the point still stands. Real-world experience is all that can prepare you for that job. So, that job's gonna be hard for a while, even if you do have the schooling for it. Anyway, if you say so, I guess I'd better go. Okay, have a good day. I probably changed that voice again, didn't I? That's great. Hi, Henry. Oh, hello. Can I help you? How's the shop? Well, thank you for returning the stove glows. We've not had any more incidents. I'm still really sorry about that. I know, dear, and I accept your apology. It's just shaking me up a little, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Neither do I.
I wanted things to go back to the way they were with Henry. It was a stupid mistake. I'd lost his trust and his friendship.
I need water. I'm just gonna browse for a bit. Yes, that's fine. Just please don't touch anything. That's gotta be rough. Hey, it's you! Hello. You again? What's going on? Today it's just been horrible. Welcome to my world. How do you cope? Ha! I don't! Don't you see these cans around me? Beer! You don't cope? Just look at me. Total mess, mate. Why did I get southern? You don't seem that bad. You're just trying to be nice, but quit it. Don't be like me. What do you mean? You still got family and friends. People who care. Remember that. Don't end up on your own like me. Thanks, but I think maybe you could have those things too. I got the achievement community outreach. That's great. Why are you still here? Aren't you supposed to be in school? Hi, Trevor. Hi, you. Yeah, just fine. I know I keep asking, but how's the comic coming along? I'm feeling a lot better about it right now. Finally! Glad to hear you're getting somewhere. It just never felt good enough. Everything I wrote seemed so obvious and predictable. I couldn't get past that. But you're feeling better at it now, right? So how did you get over it? I just stopped caring. Are you serious? Yeah, it's the best thing I've ever done. I've wasted too much of my life worrying what other people think. I guess that's good, but you make it sound so, I don't know, negative. It's for the best. I don't care if people hate this comic. I don't even care if I hate it. I just want to finish it. If you don't care if anyone likes it, who are you making it for? Oh, this sounds like my YouTube channel. Okay. Nobody, really. I just have to make it, even if it means nothing to anyone. I need to get all this stuff out of my head and onto paper. That's not exactly like my YouTube channel. When a game is pissing me off, yeah, I don't give a fuck. But, you know. Constructive. It sounds like it's something you need to do for yourself, even if you don't like what you make. I guess so. Even though I'm not happy with it, I still feel like I need to get it out there. You can do it. Just keep trying. Ugh. Oh, the sniffles is disgusting. Oh. What? I thought I was supposed to stop by my father's house on the way. I don't know. I don't care. Hello, my child. I don't normally come in here. Oh? Well, you must know you're always welcome. Yeah, my grandmother used to tell me if anything bad ever happened, I should come here, that it's a safe place. Is that why you're here now? Has something bad happened? I don't know, maybe. That's not why I'm here right now, though. Do you want to talk about it? I'm always happy to lend an ear. Not really, but thanks. I understand. Perhaps instead you could tell me why you don't normally visit the church. I really just want to say no reason. Or busy. But scared just seems so much better. This place, it's sort of scary. Ah, yes, I suppose you might see it that way. This place is very old now. Like me, I suppose. Not exactly appealing to younger eyes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. No, I understand. This place is a relic from a time long before yours, or mine, but that's something to be remembered and celebrated. Why? So many things in our lives are transitory. Sometimes we need things that last, like this place, something to ground us. I don't really understand. And that's okay. You're young and have so much to learn. Better to acknowledge your limits than pretend you know more than you do. I hate it when people call me young. They treat me like I'm not mature enough to understand anything, so they lie to me, or they just don't tell me anything at all. I know it's hard to believe, but even the oldest of us were young once upon a time. It feels like people forget about being young as soon as they grow up. They're so inconsiderate. On the contrary, I think much of it comes from Why, mouth? Nose, body, what are you doing to me? They want to protect you from the real world that they have to live in, so you can hold on to your childhood. There you go. It doesn't feel like there's much joy in childhood to me. I'm sorry to hear you say that, but I know better than to pry when you say you don't want to talk about it. So instead, let me ask you a question. Are you a believer? That's how I feel whenever anybody asks me about the religions. Well, do you believe in that? I'm not sure. I haven't really given it a lot of thought recently. I used to believe. Oh, so there is still some faith in your heart. You've faced hardships that have tested it, that's all. I mean, if God cares about us, why would he let all these bad things happen to us? Some of my brothers believe God tests us out. Tests us, but I like to think our day-to-day struggles are not something he controls. They're merely a small part of the gift he gave us. What gift? Life, of course. He gave us life. Okay, I am tired of this preachy stuff. Shit. Whatever. Glad you're here, but couldn't you do something about all the horrible things? Perhaps he could, but is it his place? Would we have free will? Let me ask. Today's the anniversary of the day my grandmother died. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Was it very recent? No, it was a few years ago now. My mother just wants me to say something. Contemplation is important, even if it's something you'd rather not think about. Perhaps even more so. I can agree with that. I suppose so. I don't want to forget her. Exactly. It's important to reflect on those we hold dear, even when they have passed on. It's just, I feel like... What is it? Fucking don't cut me off! That's what it is! I feel like I'm a fraud. Why do you say that? When I was really young, But things changed as you grew older? Sorry I cut you off again. Yeah, it was just angry all the time. My parents had to force me to go see her. So it's guilt that you feel, is it? You feel bad because you didn't like her, and now she's gone? Numb. It's not that I feel bad, it's that I don't really feel anything for her. Oh child, death can affect us in unexpected ways. It can turn even the warmest heart to ice. It's just like everyone expects me to be upset, and I'm not. I'm not sure I ever will be. Does that make me a bad person? The mere fact that you are here, asking me that question, tells me you're not a bad person. I actually had a similar thing when my grandpa died. I was actually more upset by the fact that I wasn't upset than the fact that he was dead. It was, like, I didn't cry or anything until, I want to say, a couple days after the cremation. But, you know, everyone called me, oh, you're so strong for that. And I was like, no, it's just that I didn't know him that well. So I didn't feel anything. But everyone else was feeling bad. I was like 10. So I was like, am I supposed to feel bad? And then I didn't. And then I felt bad for not feeling bad. It's hard for everyone when someone close to you dies. Then what should I do? You must be honest with yourself, even if it's not as easy as it sounds. But I am being honest with myself. That's why I feel upset. You're honest about your feelings, perhaps not about why you feel that way. You need to search inside yourself for the reason, the truth about why you stopped loving her. I guess, I hadn't really thought about why, I just did. Most people don't examine the reasons for their feelings. The feelings themselves are often so strong, they blind us to their root cause. If I can't figure out why I feel like this, what then? Then you must ask yourself, can you forgive her? We are none of us without flaw, and we all need forgiveness at some point in our lives.
Talking to the priest confused me even more than I was already. But it made me realise how guilty I felt that my grandmother's death didn't bother me as much as people expected.
Yeah. I have to go now. Goodbye, my dear. You are welcome here anytime. I wasn't welcome here yesterday because your goddamn gate was closed off. Asshole. What the fuck? Oh. I honestly don't even care what he has to say. Or you. No one's in there. You're... you. Not her either. What do you have to say? Hey! What do you want now? I just wondered how you were. Fine, I suppose. You don't sound fine. I actually meant not to be probing, but sorry. Do you really care how I feel about anything? Didn't I just ask you? I'm just fed up, alright? I want to be there for you. You're my best friend, but I can't take it anymore. You're fed up with me? I know how bad things have been for you recently, but you've been a terrible friend. It's like I don't even know you anymore. That's not fair. You've just been so selfish. I know you've got things to deal with, but everyone else does too. I'm sorry. I know I've been pretty wrapped up in my own head lately. It's just been too much for me. You've apologized before, but things didn't change. What's the point in saying sorry if you're going to carry on doing it? What do you want me to say? There's nothing to say. Not at this point. What do you mean, Elena? Nothing. Look, I just need time to think about things. If you don't want to talk about it, I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't expect anything from you anymore. That's the problem. You used to be someone I could rely on. I used to think the same about you. No, to you I was just someone you could pick up and use whenever you felt like. Come on, Elena, that's hardly the way things were. Maybe it doesn't seem that way to you, but it does to me. So now what? I don't know.
I hadn't realised how bad things had gotten between me and Eleanor. I never expected her to stand up to me like that.
Achievement unlocked. Settled accounts. I don't really care about school. No pages flying anywhere yet. Okay. Hi, Keith. Hey, how's it going? Let's talk about the grandma, because I don't really care about all this other crap. It's the anniversary of my grandmother's death today. Wow, just... okay. Oh, wow. How are you holding up? Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I wasn't really that close to her. So it doesn't bother you at all? I don't know. I suppose it should, but it doesn't. Not really. I know how terrible that sounds. Nah, I'm not going to judge you. I didn't know her. How are things with you, Keith? It's been a bit of a crazy ride since I hooked up with Anne. How so? It's been really nice. She's my first girlfriend, so I didn't really know what to expect at first. Really? Wow, that surprises me. Then again, Anne hasn't had a boyfriend before either. We're kind of figuring the whole thing out together. I hope it all works out. Anne's a nice girl. Yeah, I mean, she can be pretty shy, but it's getting better. I'm glad she just finds someone who will help her come out of her shell a bit. Bike. Yeah, the whole thing is kind of awkward right now. Awkward how? Big fight with brother. Supportive. All your time. It's always been me and him since Dad died. Oh, well. Do you have any advice for me? You really helped me the other day. I guess be helpful? This is something you and your brother need to work out between the two of you. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine in the end. I'm just rather out it. Hey, you. Morning, Miss Martin.
Hello there.
Can I tell you something?
Of course, what's on your mind?
Today is the anniversary of my grandmother's death.
Oh dear, it's not been a good time for you lately, has it?
Doesn't feel like it.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like my grandma and I were really that close. It's just...
Let me guess, it's one more thing on the pile.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's just so much to deal with, all at once.
Just try and remember, you don't have to shoulder it all yourself. There are plenty of people around who want to help.
Thanks. Guess I'll go talk to Anne. She's kind of a bitch. Hello, Anne. Hi. Let's talk about Anne. How have you been lately? Well, it's hard to put into words, but things have been kind of great. Really? That's good. He's just, I don't know. I've never had anyone make me this happy before. Well, I'm glad you're happy with him. Everything at school was really starting to get me down before. I don't think Catherine knows how miserable she was making me. Was it really that bad? Yeah, it was, but it doesn't matter anymore. I don't care what she says. She can't hurt me right now. I'm glad things are working out for someone around here. Sorry, here I am rambling about how great things are when I know you're having a tough time. Don't worry about me. You'll get through it. Be happy for yourself. Don't let me bring you down. Yeah, I guess.
Anne was happier
Thanks,
than
I'll
I'd
try.
ever seen her. She had no idea how bad that made me feel, but I knew it wasn't her fault.
That's one of the things that sucks when you feel bad. And someone else is feeling great, it makes you feel even worse, and you're just kind of like, I don't like you. Even though you really should like them. I mean, even if it's your friend or something, you're like, I like you, but at this particular moment, you piss me off. So, I have to visit my grandmother's grave today to say a few words. Oh, I guess that must be weird? I don't know. I never met my grandparents. They all died before you were born? On my mother's side, yeah, but my dad's relatives all lived in Australia. I guess that's kind of weird too. Yeah, so I don't really know the whole grandparent thing is like. To be honest, I'm not sure I do either. My grandma was a little strange. I guess I'll see you later. I don't want to have to talk to her. No pages yet, though. Okay. I guess I'll talk to the bitch. Hi, Catherine. Hey. How are things? Well, the only thing going on right now is this disaster with Anne and Keith. Oh yeah, I heard things were going pretty well for them. It shouldn't be going well at all. It wasn't meant to happen like this. He's way too good for her. There's no point in being jealous about it now, Catherine. It's already happened. It can just as easily be undone. The fact that it happened at all is totally your fault anyway. Yeah, well, fuck you. So typical of you to act selfish about this when I'm the one suffering because of your actions. I knew Catherine would be furious with how things worked out with Keith. She was used to getting everything working out the way she wanted. I really don't want to tell her about my grandma, so she can go fuck herself. Where else can I go? I was supposed to visit my dad's house. Where's that? I can use the spacebar, but I can't use the spacebar. That's great. Here we go. Okay, so I missed something. How are you doing? Could be worse, I guess. What does that mean exactly? I don't know. What did you mean by your question? I just want to know if you were okay. But do you really care what the answer is? Does it actually matter to you? Well, I asked, didn't I? Sure, but that's what people do, isn't it? Constantly ask each other how we're all doing, but we don't really care about the response. If you don't think I care about the answer, why do you think I bothered asking? I think you're just making small talk until you can bring up your own problems. That's unfair. I know that was hard. Nothing, I just don't know. I think it's strange how we interact. Not just you and I, all of us. I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna go. See you later. Where am I supposed to be going? Can't talk to John. Alright. Mom's gone. Where did Mom go? Where do I need to go? Let's finish talking to this bitch. Hi, Catherine. Hey. How's school? I have no idea what's going on. What? Why? Mrs. Martin called my parents in to see her yesterday, but they won't tell me why. Maybe it's about that test. They already knew we had to retake it, so why would it be a big deal all of a sudden? Your parents have been called in. I have enough going on in my life that my parents have to deal with. This is nothing. Don't you understand? I never get in trouble for this kind of thing. Maybe you'll learn something for a change then. Oh! You don't get it. I can't afford to be in trouble at school. Why? Getting caught has never bothered you before. So long as my parents think I do well in school, they let me do whatever I want. But now they're on my case, not just about this, about everything. So what? They'll forget about it in a week. No, they won't. They're super strict. They cut off my pocket money. They won't let me go out. I just stand here in school all day and night. Fuck you. That's hardly the worst thing that could happen. Look, I know you're going through whatever it is you're going through right now, but my life sucks now too. Get a grip, Catherine. I'm not going to be around much today. Mom wants me to speak at my grandma's grave. Ugh, that's so morbid. Yeah, I don't really want to do it. Why are you telling me about it? Nobody wants to talk about stuff like that. Well, I mean, we're friends, right? Yeah, exactly. You don't dump gross stuff like that on your friends. Wow, would it kill you to have some sympathy for someone else for a change? Whatever, I'm way sympathetic. Just don't tell me stuff like that. Speak to you later. That did nothing for me. I'm supposed to be going. Oh, can I just keep on going? Oh, this sounds creepy.